Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't even roll my fly on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
Let's go! Episode 132.
Go hard.
Woo!
Boogeyman time.
Jake in his darkness retreat still.
Everybody, man, ain't got no power on, ain't got that, no, man. I got to take a break today.
You got to pay the light bill, Jake.
We're coming with all the facts today.
Got the sports professor.
Hey, the sports professor in the house.
What up?
What up with the sports professor? What up? There we go. 1,805 in the Facebook group. Appreciate all those in Facebook land. We're on YouTube.
Come on, y'all.
Couple extra channels, I think. I don't know. We'll see. At least mine. Hey, did you get premium so we can put it on your X? Omar?
No, but I'm about to put it on my Instagram.
Okay, I paid for mine so we can get up on X.
Hey,
no, I used to have Prime on X, but I don't want to support Elon Musk because he's crazy. So I stopped paying him $8 a month for it.
It was still crazy.
Flo, one thing I thought about the other day, man. Like I went back, man. And I think we got
that music is loud, man.
We got to start back uploading to Spotify, man, because like I said, I sometimes I drive to work and I'm driving my car. Just listen to the old episodes, listen to
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, start putting that back up.
We've talked about in the past months.
Yeah.
I'll
upload some
all our
episodes.
stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're on Spotify too. We're on YouTube X, at least one X, a couple other places. So yeah, I'll put that back up. I've been slacking on that one. So, but anyway, welcome to the show, episode 132. I'm Flo. That guy over there, Stan. That's Jake in his darkness retreat. Oh, let me see. I think everything's backwards. Anyway, the guy down there in the corner, that's Omar, the sports professor. And we're here. We're the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of hat is that. I can't really see what you're wearing there. You can't put your headphones over it.
Pardon with the mem.
Yeah, I don't get it, Omar. Yeah, you got that big hat. Yeah, you got that. It looks like a big.
Oh,
like a. You look like a guy from England.
So I just went to the gym and I'm super sweaty because I didn't get a chance to take a shower after I got back, and I didn't want to sweat in my Mets cap. So I was just like leaning it on my head. But that's not gonna work. So we're just gonna go like this. Okay, there we go.
Okay, all right. I can't tell you're sweating anyway with that Kmart Wi-Fi you got.
Oh man, don't do that, man.
Just messing with you.
Not tonight.
Does it look bad? Does it look bad? Because on my side, I can't tell that it looks fine to me.
No, right now you're actually pretty good. Usually you're kind of
pretty good. Yeah.
Kind of like robot. Like
because I got internet now. I actually have internet now.
No, it actually
bought
looks
internet
better
in my place. I was reluctant for so long.
Now that I say that, you froze.
Hotel internet for a year and a half, so I've decided to install internet in my own place.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, as soon as I said you were looking good, now you're frozen no more. But I can hear you. Oh, now you're back. Okay,
He's back.
All right. So welcome to the show, episode 132. We appreciate everybody Facebook group, YouTube.
Now
find us at the Bottom Line Sports.
Now we jinxed me. We jinxed me.
I know. You should have said nothing good about it. You should just said, "Yep."
Now
hey,
you jinxed me. You always jinx me, Flo.
You jinxed yourself.
You always jinx me.
Had a breakthrough.
I think you jinxed yourself, Omar. Here's your favorite person. Canteen. Your favorite person. Man, I don't know who that is. You know who that is?
Man, Flo, all these people just come on and they play. They got fake pages.
I'm gonna have to go. It got bad. I'm gonna have to go out and get back. I'll be back.
And Flo, that
got bad. Hold on.
Whose name is like Nutter Butter Baby? They get on fake pages and they come on pages and they try to like roast and try to scam.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who that is, man. I don't know you. So stop calling my name, bro. I don't know you.
They keep messing with you, man. But they know they know you drink Henny and you always eating them sunflower seeds.
I eat sunflower seeds tonight.
I'm just saying they know you. You said yes, you know who it is.
Man, we drinking Hennessy. We trying to get this show on the road. I don't feel like arguing tonight. Like, okay, please.
All right. So go join the Bottom Line Sports Fantasy Football. I'm the only one on there. None of the other hosts here are on the. Come on, y'all got to join, man. We got the. All right, so it'll be 2 days before. It'll be the draft will be on September 3rd. The show September 3rd at 6:30, and we're gonna do it live on the show, a draft, and we need the $60 2 days before that draft, so that's Sunday. And I put the Cash App in the group chat. Also put it in the Facebook group. I think I'm gonna put it in the actual ESPN fantasy football. I think I put it in there, or I will eventually. But anyway, it's in that message board over there on the fantasy football, ESPN fantasy football. So $200 for second place, $400 for first place in that Bottom Line fantasy football. 12 teams. We got 7 left. So if everybody else here joins, we'll have 4 teams left.
Hey, listen, we doing a live draft, and you're not robbing me this year. Y'all not robbing me this year. I'm not losing no more money with y'all, man. I'm not.
Man.
I be losing, bro. I be losing.
Hey, you a Cowboy fan now, so you can be good.
I hope.
Don't draft any Cowboy players.
Oh, wow. I've been drafting a bunch of them. So here we go, waiting for Omar to jump back in. We're going to talk a little bit highlights from the Olympics, Paris Olympics. closing ceremonies. When was the close? It already happened, right? Closing ceremonies.
I think they already did it.
Right?
Yeah.
It happened this weekend. Closing ceremonies. Anyway, but congratulations to the USA. We tied with China. 40 goals for the USA, 40 for China. But we had the top total goals or medals, 126 total medals, 44 bronze, 44 silver and 42 bronze. China in second place are tied with us. Second place for total medals, and tied with us for gold medals. And Japan in second and third place with 20. Yeah. Australia was in fourth place. France in fifth. Netherlands in sixth, and then it gets kind of after that it gets kind of Great Britain had 14 goals. They had 65 medals.
Don't forget about Kenya and Sweden and Spain and the people that did the worst in the Olympics was Zambia. They only had one silver and
Spain had 18.
Bronze. Yeah, Spain did pretty good.
Canada had, Great Britain. They didn't do too well in gold, but they had 65 overall medals. So they were actually like in third place overall. But they were in like seventh though in gold medals. But
they had more.
Shout out to all those.
They had more bronze and silver. Yeah.
And I was gonna say, I think I was gonna show, highlight a few of these things. Swimmer Katie Ledecky added 4 medals in Paris to become the most decorated women's Olympian of all time, and 5th most decorated Olympian in history with 14 medals for Katie Ledecky. U.S. women's gymnastics team returns to the top of the podium with a team event. Simone Biles concludes the Paris Games as the second most decorated woman gymnast in Olympic history with 11 medals and 7 golds for Simone Biles. And on the men's side, Team USA won first team all-around medal since 2008. So shout out to the men's team for winning the all-around team medal. And then, of course, congratulations to the men's and the women's basketball teams for both winning gold. The women have won 8 consecutive gold medals, 8 consecutive Olympic gold medals.
Why don't you say that MVP too for the USA men's?
Oh yeah, I had something for that. Hang on.
Make sure you had that there.
I have it here. I got to put it up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, where are we at here?
I know we got a lot of haters around.
I know we got them haters around. That's crazy.
Gotta be hating on this boy. Man's the best player of ever the past 20 years. Sure why he's the greatest, and we be hating on him. It's a slap in the face.
Slap in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Let's give him his proper respect. This is his last time playing.
Hold on, I'm gonna give him some respect.
This was his last Olympics.
So here we go. The MVP right there. There you see him, MVP LeBron James getting dunked on.
Go James.
MVP. Go James going down, trying to draw the charge, winning the MVP. Anyway, Steph Curry deserved it. Everybody knows Steph Curry deserved the MVP.
Oh, stop.
So here we go.
I'm gonna start calling you Tony.
Everybody knows
Tony the
Curry.
Savant.
If it wasn't for him
on LeBron
in the semifinals and the final,
Tony the Savant.
That's who it is, man.
Look at him.
That boy will hate on
That's
the
your
GOAT.
MVP right there.
Where you at, Tony?
That's your MVP right there.
Stop the MVP. Hey, congrats, LeBron.
Right there.
The last
Congrats,
Olympics.
LeBron.
We all know this. You're never missed until it's over. For some reason. But don't worry.
I won't miss him.
Do not worry. He deserves it.
Not miss him. So,
go.
Yeah, congratulations to all those who won gold medals. We're waiting for Omar to come back, talking about gold medals. So Professor's Mixed Bag usually comes up right around this time, but we're going to wait. Talk a little Major League Baseball. That's also Omar's bag, so to speak. But Canteen has been coming in the clutch, pinch hitting for baseball whenever Omar's not around. What you got for the MLB today?
All right, man. So we're kind of in the brink of the baseball season, man. We're closing in about mid-August. We're about mid-August, man. August is halfway through August, and then we're We're going to roll right into September, man, and before you know it, it'll be playoff time and pennant and division type time. But right now, when you look at the American League East right now, it's kind of neck and neck because the Orioles are 70-49. We look at the Yankees, Aaron Judge and the Yankees and company. The Yankees are 70-50. They're a half a game behind. So I don't want Jake to put on his glasses or sunglasses or cut his lights on or whatever. But his Yankees are superb. They're only half a game behind. Red Sox are 62-55. The Devil Rays are 59-59. They're 10.5 games behind. And then we have the Blue Jays, which are 15 games behind. When we look at the American League Central, man, the Guardians are at 70-49, but the Twins are 3.5 games behind at 66-52. Royals are at 5 games behind. The Tigers are 14 games behind. And then when we look at Clubber D's Chicago White Sox, they are poor, pitiful, pissy, and pathetic. At 29-91, they are 41.5 games behind. 41 and a half games behind. I don't know what the professor's going to say about that, but we'll move forward. I just said they're poor, pissy, and pathetic. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Hey,
all right.
You missed this part, Omar. You missed the MVP, LeBron James.
Look at this hater.
Winning MVP.
Oh, hey, put that in the Louvre, baby. Hang it up in the Louvre.
That's the MVP. That's the GOAT.
That is a beautiful piece of art. That's just framed.
Hold on, Canteen. Say that again about the Yankees real quick. What were they?
As I said, the Yankees are a half a game behind. They're at 70-50. The Orioles at 70-49. The Yankees are on the brink of making a huge come up. I'll just leave it at that.
It is very scary, guys.
When we look at the American League,
wait, aren't they in first place? They're in first place, right, in the American League?
Or the Orioles are in first place.
Yeah. No, are they really? Are you
sure? They're half a game ahead.
I warned you, and I'm not worried about the Orioles. There's only one team I worry about. That's the Guardians. The Yankees have nothing to worry about. I feel this is their year. I feel it's 09 all over again. Juan Soto, my boy Aaron Judge, it reminds me of when A-Rod and Derek Jeter pulled that 2009 chip. It's the same thing. History repeats itself, guys. I can't wait.
And then when we look at the American League West, the Astros are at 63-55. The Mariners are half a game behind those guys. And then the Rangers are 8.5 games. And then we have the Angels, 11.5 games. And then we have the Oakland A's at 13.5. The National League kind of still looks the same. I mean, the Phillies are having kind of a field day. They're at 69-49, but the Braves are only 7 games behind. Omar's Mets are eight games behind, so I think the Mets can make a solid come up. I even think the Braves and the Mets will be neck and neck when we look at the National League East. The Nationals are kind of way out of it at almost 16 games, and then the Marlins are like almost 30 games behind everybody. So we don't have to worry about them. But I think that either the Mets and either the Braves will make a run. The Brewers are 67-51. Cardinals are 7.5 games behind them. Cubs, Reds, and then the Pirates round out the division at they're behind 11 games. Now here's where things get kind of squeaky, guys. When we look at the National League West, National League West is where the rubber meets the road because you got a 70-49 Dodgers team. They're at the top, but then you got the Diamondbacks and Padres are both tied up. They're both 3.5 games. With 67 wins and 53 losses, they're tied up. The Giants are 10 games behind, and then I don't think the Rockies are going to catch up. They're almost at like 30 games behind, but 27 behind. So, I mean, there's a lot of good baseball left. I'll let Omar chime in and give his stats and give his spill on everything. But as we move into the brink of the season, I think the National League East may be shaking up just a little bit. I'm not going to say the Phillies have won it, but the Braves are kind of in that place, that sweet spot. But I think, and I'm just being honest with the Braves, with all their injuries and all the things that have happened with the Atlanta Braves, I think the Mets can round out and possibly jump in as a wild card and probably make a run in the playoffs.
Ahead of the Braves? Ahead of your Braves? Wow.
I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest. That's just my take. That's what I got.
Omar, the sports professor, give us your baseball. Canteen, he chalked it up. He chalked it up for you. Now you just got to hit it out of the park.
Well, I mean, first of all, I got to say, what an amazing job by my brother Canteen out here dropping the knowledge.
Statman
Can out here dropping the knowledge with the records. I appreciate that. Helping me with the hard leg work, that Yale men's work. So thank you, sir. That being said, let's go through everything you said, right? Let's start with the New York teams. First of all, the Mets. I would love to agree with you. I do not. The Mets just got swept by the Rockies, one of the worst teams in the league. And before that, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Mariners. So the Mets are actually on the downslide a little bit, while your Braves are actually holding pretty steady. So I see the opposite there. I see the Braves taking the wild card, the Mets falling out. But there are some other things that you mentioned that are very important to point out. You mentioned the AL West, where you have Houston and the Seattle Mariners.
Correct.
The Mariners are the Mariners are 6-4. The Astros are 7-3 in their last 10. So they're both on the upward swing. Now let's move over to the AL East. The Guardians are still hanging in fine. But when you talked about the Yankees, first of all, let's give the big news of the day. Jazz Chisholm has come out. They say he has a UCL sprain, which for pitchers usually means a Tommy John surgery. It does not mean it doesn't mean that for hitters. So he probably will be gone. He probably will be gone at least for the rest of the regular season, 4 to 6 weeks. Could be gone the rest of the year, depending on how they want to play things, how his elbow reacts. But that's the latest news there. So the Yankees have been snake bitten all year with injuries. We will see if they will be able to hold up. They still have, as Jake mentioned, the core there with Judge, Soto, and Cole, so they always have a chance. The Dodgers are on the come up. You really want to look at a division that is on the come up. Look no further than the NL West, where you have the Dodgers are 7-3. The Diamondbacks 8-2, the Padres 8-2, and the Giants are 6-4 in their last 10. All 4 of those teams are above 500, so definitely keep your eye out for the NL West. So that's pretty much all the big news right now for the standings.
On the West, Omar, I was going to ask. I saw that as Canteen was going through the kind of the standings. Who do you think, Arizona or San Diego, have a better chance of surpassing the Dodgers at this point, or is it just kind of it's going to be a toss-up, or is there one of those teams you see kind of having a kind of better end of the season and surpassing the Dodgers? One of those two teams.
The better built team, the better constructed team ready for the playoffs, I believe, in my eyes, is Arizona. I believe that
Diamondbacks.
Yes, I believe they'll continue like last year, where they made a nice playoff run. I believe they'll capture one of the wild card spots and make another run like they did last year. That being said, obviously you cannot count out the San Diego Padres. General manager AJ Prater there has always gone for it at a trade deadline, and this year was no different. He made moves that were to shore up the team to make them better as well. So, we'll see. They're both right there. Both teams are neck and neck. So really it's whatever you prefer. But I prefer the construction of the Diamondbacks. Although Blake Snell for the Padres threw his first no-hitter last week, and could if he rounds back into Cy Young form, because he was the Cy Young last year, if he can get back to that, I mean, the Padres can be dangerous with Tatis and Machado and all them out there.
Right. Okay. One more question then, and I'll let Jake chime in. But I was looking at the standings again as Canteen was going through his numbers, and Baltimore Yankees are kind of neck and neck. And Yankees have been the favorite, all year. It's been looking like a possible, Phillies versus Yankees. But do you see maybe, because you said last year Baltimore was kind of ahead of schedule, are they kind of like starting to come into form now this year, or are they still slightly ahead of schedule? Because last year they kind of flattened out at the end of the year and kind of didn't pan out. But are they coming into form now? Is this the time for the Orioles to really shine?
That is an awesome question, Flo. First of all, I want to commend you have a strong long-term memory like I do. So I'm very surprised you remembered that I said that, but I did say that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah, you said they were here. I remember you.
They are.
I try to listen to the professor because he's.
I like it, man. That's awesome. I'm surprised you remembered that, but I did say that, and I still do think they are a little early. I think they're a very young team. Obviously, they traded for Corbin Burns in the offseason to take that next step, right? They got Adley Rushman. He's probably the best catcher in the league. Right now, they've got a lot of good young potential players, Holiday, all the players, Jackson Holiday, all the players they have out there that are good prospects that have come up. And so I think they really do have a good chance to dethrone the Yankees. But if we're looking at star power, if we're looking at overall team, if we're looking at experience, the Yankees have all of that in spades.
Okay. So you think if they made it farther, let's say they make it to the World Series or maybe at least to the finals in the AL, do you think they would be considered still ahead of schedule then, right? If they went that far?
At this point, they are expected to make the playoffs. Are they expected to win the championship? No.
Or go to the World Series? Not yet. Okay. So it would be
nice. They would be happy with going to the World Series this year. Let's say that. If they went to the World Series or even the Conference Series, they would be happy with that achievement.
I know your buddy, is it Wimby? Or
Weeby,
the baseball guy.
Yeah,
Weeby.
Jake's got me confused by calling him Wimby. But Weeby, Mike Weeby, yeah. He's probably excited.
I mean, you got to be. Again, they've got a really, really good young squad. And I mean, I can't even name all the players because it would take me all day. Gunnar Henderson. They traded for Zach Eflin. They got the pitcher Grayson Rodriguez. Like, they've got a lot of good. I mean, Cedric Mullins is a beast of a center fielder. So they've got a lot of good young players. They rounded out the team at the trade deadline. Fair. So it's not like they're not going for it. I just think they would be satisfied if they made the conference or even the World Series. I think.
So Omar, let me ask you this question. I know we're talking baseball. Right now, if you had to project two powerhouses coming out, one out of the National League, one out of the American League, who would you forecast right now that could potentially go to the World Series and
Yankees and Phillies, right?
You said Phillies, right?
That's a great question. Right? And let me tell y'all, the professor has updated his power rankings. Okay. And the Dodgers are now ahead of the Phillies in my NL power rankings.
Oh, wow.
If you let the Dodgers get on a run like they are now, 7-3, and they're doing that without Mookie Betts. They're doing that without their pitcher Yamamoto. They got Kershaw to come back for one game, and then we're kind of up in the air on what's going to happen with him. And they're still winning. Why? Because they still have Shohei Ohtani. They still have Freddie Freeman. They still got other young good arms in the bullpen, in the chamber, in their starting rotation. I'm going with the Dodgers. If Clayton Kershaw can come back fully healthy, which I don't think will probably happen, but if it could, and I hope he does, they will be amazing. So
and if coming out of that, the NL West, like you said. I mean, that's a tough race there. If they come out of that,
I mean, right.
Head on top. That should show that they're ready for the, to make a run.
I mean, as you said, the American League East is really tight right now with the Orioles and Yankees, and then when you look at the AL West, the Mariners only a half a game behind the Astros at this point. Yeah, close race.
You got anything, Jake? Before we move on here.
I'm just wondering why nobody's taking the Phillies serious. He brought up Arizona. What's going on? Why did the Phillies?
I mean, he asked me a question between two teams. He asked me. I can only pick one of the two. I think the Phillies are still good. I do. Yeah, I think the Phillies.
But then you put the Dodgers ahead of them, I guess, in your power rankings.
Yeah. I do right now. That's fluid. Okay. That list is fluid, baby. That changes.
Okay. Well, right now, as of right now, today,
I think the Dodgers barely ahead of the Phillies. Barely.
Slightly ahead. Okay, that's fair. Slightly.
That's that was my biggest complaint.
No, Jake. They're a good team.
Not only that,
they're still in it.
Recently, the Dodgers have won a chip. I don't think the Phillies win. They lost, didn't they? They're still hungry.
Yeah, they're still hungry. Where
did they go? 2-3 years ago? They're still hungry right now. You gotta get a line that's hungry. They haven't been fed.
Wait, didn't they go last year? No,
Yeah, but they lost.
But they lost.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they didn't play your Texas Rangers last year, did they?
I thought they did.
I know they did. I thought it was the Diamondbacks.
Oh, it was the Diamondbacks. They lost to go to the World Series. They were supposed. Everybody was
Phillies lost to the Diamondbacks.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I was right. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you're right.
But they went 2-3 years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, they've gone to the championship series 3 years in a row or something like that. So, yeah.
Sad.
I agree.
Yeah.
You guys
They're
are
kind of
this is the only
kind
team
of like the
I'm
Celtics.
fearful if I'm a Yankees fan.
Okay. I like it.
Okay. All right. Anything else before the professor goes in and kind of swishes around in the mixed bag and pull something out? Anything else for him, Professor, before he gets into his mixed bag? Okay. Professor, mixed bag.
Bag. No, that's funny.
Okay.
Part of my mixed bag that was brought in earlier was the Jazz Chisholm injury, so I just want to make sure that
you can't pull stuff out of the bag before it's time, Omar. Come on.
I know. I apologize. I should not have. But what we are looking at is I want to wrap up what happened at the Olympics. So that's going to be my mixed bag today.
We did talk Olympics earlier, but hopefully it's not.
Oh, did you? What'd you already touch on?
Oh, we touched on everything. We touched on Katie Ledecky becoming the most decorated women's Olympian. We talked about men's and women's basketball, the women winning 8 consecutive gold medals. We talked about the women's gymnastics, and the men also, for the first time since 2008, winning the all-around medal, and Simone Biles becoming the second most decorated women's gymnastic in Olympic history. 11 medals, 7 golds, and I think that's what we had. And then we showed LeBron getting dunked on. That's about it.
With France.
So, does that cover all your mixed bag, or you got something else in there?
Did you talk about the Jordan Childs gymnastics controversy? Okay.
No, we didn't. We just mentioned Simone Biles. But
I appreciate you leaving something for me in the mixed bag.
We weren't sure if you were coming back.
It ain't Flo's mixed bag, okay? It's
the mixed bag.
Take it on my content. Anyways, so Jordan Childs, she is on the U.S. gymnastics team. She medaled in bronze on the vault behind Simone Biles, who got silver, and the Brazilian girl, I'm blanking on her name right now, I apologize, she came to gold. It was an amazing moment, right? Because it was the first time on the medal stand that there were 3 black gymnasts. So it was an amazing time. It was cool to see. How did this happen, though? Because before she was put on the medal stand, 2 Romanian girls were tied for bronze. So let the professor break down what happened to you in this controversy. The Romanian girls scored 13.7, while she scored 13.667, right? So she was 2/3 behind the other girls. The U.S. filed a complaint that they took off 1/10 of a point for difficulty that they should not have taken, and she should have had a 0.767 instead. Now, the judges at the time gave her the bronze medal after awarding her that 0.1. They agreed with them.
Right.
Cool. So she gets on the medal stand. She gets the bronze. That's it, right? We think everything's over. Everybody's happy. Right. We all go home. Blah, 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 blah.
Right. Everybody goes home.
So then a few days later, the Romanian faction files an appeal that the U.S. team filed the complaint 4 seconds too late. And so you're probably saying, and so you're probably saying to yourself, like, well, why would that matter at all, right? Why would
it's like a shot clock, right? If you throw up a shot after the shot clock, doesn't count.
Right. So in gymnastics, they actually have a period after the first 3 events. You have up to 4 minutes to file an appeal. But in that last event, which this was, you only have 1 minute to appeal. And apparently the Romanians have proof of them submitting it at 1 minute and 4 seconds. So 4 seconds too late.
4 seconds. Wow.
So the IOC said, yes, this did happen. Romania actually pushed for 3 bronzes for everybody, but another federation, I guess the International Gymnastics Federation or something, said they couldn't approve anything. It was up to the IOC. The IOC said they're not awarding 3 bronzes. So now the appeal has been denied. Jordan Childs has apparently, and the U.S. is going to try to appeal again, but as of now, she is going to be stripped of her bronze medal, and it will be awarded to the 2 Romanian girls. I am hoping that either the International Gymnastics Federation or the IOC, one of them stands up like some damn non-corrupt organizations and just gives 3 bronzes to all the damn ladies, man. This is ridiculous.
Hey, listen at your boy. Listen at your boy.
Throwing punches.
I'm pissed about this. This is ridiculous. You're taking away the shine from 3 beautiful women that have worked their lives for this moment, and you took it away from them. You shattered the Romanian girls' dreams first by something that, you know, whether it is a good appeal or not, maybe you need to change that rule, right? Maybe give them another minute or so, or maybe be on your P's and Q's and know whether a minute has been gone over, IOC or whoever the hell is at the table. Y'all are really, this is ridiculous. Y'all are causing consternation to these ladies who do not deserve it.
It's 4 seconds over. It's over. I mean, if that's the rule, you got to stick by the rule.
So then make sure you know that there. Why are we waiting days later? You need to have that. Somebody need to have that stopwatch at the time. Why are we waiting days later?
Right. Okay.
Jake,
that's fair.
I think Jake. Okay. Jake, go ahead. I'm a little pissed. Jake.
You had something, Jake?
No, I just thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That was one of the worst mistakes I've seen in Olympic history.
Speaking of the dumbest things we've ever seen, did y'all see this?
My next big bag item? Oh.
No, I'm just saying. You've seen this breakdance?
Yes, that's my.
Everybody's talking about it. I was like, that's not even. If you didn't tell me that was breakdancing, I would never have known that was breakdancing.
Yo, first of all, I am gonna have to tell everyone to stop besmirching the great name of Professor Rachel Gunn. She actually has a master's and she teaches in Australia as a professor. So shout out to a fellow professor. She did her thing. Don't let anybody tell you that the dinosaur T-Rex move wasn't amazing, because it was. All right.
The sprinkler. The sprinkler,
baby.
Get the sprinkler, baby.
That's one of my favorites. Look, the T-Rex. T-Rex. She hit him with the,
everybody's trolling this lady, though. I don't know if I can call it.
That's my girl. Shout you out. Don't let anybody be a hater. All right. No, so the real story behind this, her name is Rachel Gunn. She is a professor. She's 36 years old. She knew she wasn't going to win. She said she was probably not going to point against these younger competitors who are quicker and can do more stuff than she can
I thought that was going to be in your mixed bag for sure, Professor.
Yes, it is in my mixed bag. You keep taking my mixed bag item.
Oh, I thought you were done.
No, I wasn't. I got 2 more stories. I got 1 more.
No, we're done with mixed bag. The mixed bag.
Hold on. So Ray Gunn, right? She knew she
Ray Gunn, yeah.
So she just wanted to come out and try to be as artistic and creative and fun as possible.
Well, Omar, she gives me hope that I can maybe win in breakdancing.
Well, there you go. That's it. She inspired many people around the world to think that they can make the Olympics, even though they probably never will. That being said, shout out to Wildcard Mar, who went absolutely off and demolished this poor lady last night on the Late Night Owl. And by the way, that's a shameless plug to check me out tonight on the Late Night Owl with Wildcard Mar, IOW.
Wildcard Mar, a friend of the show. Kansas City Chiefs fan, by the way, too.
Trouble with me.
All right, let's move on.
I think you may want to hear this last story, though. I think you may.
Okay.
I think you may.
All right, make it quick.
Did you know what the medal count was at the end? Did anybody know what the final medal count was?
Nah, blow hit it up.
126 medals for the U.S. 40. They tied with China. 40 gold.
Ooh, China, say that again, close. Say that again. What happened now?
China and the U.S. tied for 40 golds each, but U.S. ran away with total medals with 126 medals. China with 91.
Right. Now the U.S. is always
Great Britain with 65. Yeah.
Now the U.S. is always going to run away with the total medal count because we have so many more athletes than any other country. So that's why most countries just look at the gold, which is why it hurts to lose that, or at least tie with China, because we that's the world's superpower, right?
Right. Yeah.
So let me give you a little insight into this. There's one thing that could have been avoided to make us win the gold medal count. And I don't want to crap on this guy any more than people already are because they're crapping on him.
Noah Lyles, I hear it coming.
No, not Noah Lyles. Not Noah Lyles. It's not.
Really?
Although
he should have won the 200. He should have won the 200.
And go back and watch Wild Card last night because he goes off on Noah Lyles as well. So he was mad last night, Wild Card. We'll check out the episode.
Okay.
But
anyway,
no. American high jumper Shelby McEwen, and I hate to pile on, guy. I'm sorry, but I'm the professor and I report facts. American high jumper Shelby McEwen had a decision. It was on Saturday night. Him and New Zealand's Amish Kerr found themselves at a tie at the end of the high jump competition. Both of them were able to clear 2.36 meters, but could not clear 2.38. You may remember this happened back in Tokyo, back in 2020, when two high jumpers agreed to share gold medals, so they would both get gold medals, right?
And in the same event, right?
In the same event, right? So there would just be two gold medals awarded. This happened back in 2020. The competitors back then chose to take the gold each. Here, the competitors chose not to take the gold and instead go for the glory of all for either one of them. And the American lost in the jump off to the New Zealander and got a silver instead of a gold, which if he would have taken the gold, would have allowed us to beat China in the overall.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So last year, or the 2020 Tokyo, it was Barshim and Tambiri from Italy, and Barshim from Qatar. They tied last at 2.37 and actually shared the gold. Yep. Yeah.
And so this year,
so they went for it, and the USA guy lost.
The US guy lost it instead of taking the gold and having us beat China.
But I gotta shout out Noah Lyles too. He was the favorite for the 200. So that's two that we should have won. So both of those guys.
Noah Lyles is that apparently he came out before the 200 and was like hyping the crowd up and doing a bunch of like jumping jacks. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if that was before the 200 or when, but if that's true, and then he went out and lost the race because he was wasting so much energy.
Yeah, he did do that though. He was jumping around, hyping up the crowd for sure.
Yeah, you can't do that. Not before race.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Yeah, not before race. That could have been part of it. He said he was sick, but who knows? All right, so that's it. A sports professor, Vic.
Bang.
All right. All right, so let's get to some NFL. Professor went a little long on us, so we're going to go straight to the NFL here.
Breaking news, NFL. Breaking news, Flo. Breaking news.
What's you want to throw out the breaking news?
You know, I think JJ McCarthy had to have surgery, man. Like season ending.
Was it season ending? They weren't sure yet until after they got into surgery.
The last I saw it was season injury, man. Season injury.
Well, I saw it as well right before. They said it could be season injury, but they wouldn't know until they actually got him in there and see how bad the tear was. So
a meniscus tear in the right knee.
Right. So they weren't sure until they would get in there. So yeah, that's definitely part of the news that we're talking about. We were going to actually just kind of talk about, of course it's preseason, but you can still learn some things. Usually they let the rookies play, especially the quarterbacks that may be starting or have potential to start. Which QB rookie quarterback impressed the most? Even though JJ McCarthy may be out for the season, but we don't know yet. Who impressed you the most, Canteen, out of the rookies? I mean, we could just go with Caleb, but I mean, who else? Anybody really impressed you?
Man,
I know what Jake's gonna say.
No.
He's gonna go last. I already know what Jake's gonna say.
Who is Jake gonna say?
He's gonna say Bo Nix.
I know who you saw. I know what y'all saw. I know what y'all saw.
We know what he's gonna say, so let's just go with somebody else because we know what he's gonna say. All right, go ahead. What do you think? Who impressed you the most as far as the rookie QB?
Oh, rookie QB.
Man.
Yeah. They all got a little bit of playing time.
I mean, everybody got
Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix. I think Jaden Daniels got some time. Of course, Caleb Williams got some time. So I mean, kind of out of those QBs, who impressed you the most? It could be. You can go with Caleb. That's fine. That doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Obvious choice.
For me, man, Caleb Williams probably had the, with the best numbers and had the best reps and best looks and different things like that.
Right.
And then, I mean, if we look at some other guys, I'll be honest with you, man. Penix.
Okay.
Man, hey, Penix, the lefty. Penix shocked me, man.
Yo, please stop calling him Penix. Okay, we're not doing this.
We're not
doing this. We're not doing this. Okay, you did that last football season. I'm not doing this all season long.
So Omar, it's Penix. Michael.
Canteen likes to pronounce stuff.
I know. Okay, I just don't want to hear. Okay.
But no.
Michael Penix. Michael Penix.
That is tremendous. That is great.
Okay, Penix also played. Yeah.
He played really well against the Miami set, man. So I like him. I like this. I like Drake May, Caleb Williams. But it's. I mean, nobody really had a lot of reps and really did really
did.
I mean, Caleb was on the one.
Bo Nix had quite a few.
Everybody else, they played their rookies and then they brought in like their duds, man.
Right. I mean, McCarthy played a little bit. I mean, there's a few that played. Jaden Daniels only had a few reps.
Like the Giants brought in DeVito. DeVito's a duck. He's a duck.
Well,
he ain't good.
Yeah, I mean, but we're just talking about the rookies. What do you think,
like I said,
Omar?
I mean, when I look at the rookies, like May.
Once
May,
Penix,
done. Williams.
But who impressed you the most, like out of those three? We're not naming
Williams,
all
hands
of them.
Hands down, Williams, man.
Okay,
hands down.
That's fair. What do you think, Omar?
I mean, I have to agree with Ken just based on the fact that the other ones didn't do anything.
Okay.
None of the other ones really had much.
Don't tell Jake that.
What?
Michael Penix had one, really good throw that he showed off at. I mean, Bo Nix, yes, he showed that he can at least be competent, hopefully, in a pro level offense. Jaden Daniels used his legs to show his potential in that area. J.J. McCarthy, before he got hurt, also showed that he has a little bit of an arm on him. But it doesn't matter because none of them were as good as Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams showed he has the it factor. He shows that he can get rid of the ball. He knows how to command an offense. He can play. He's better than all the rest of the rookie quarterbacks by far. So even if Jay wants to go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, and I guess kind of quieting a few critics because people were still unsure of him coming in. Even you, Omar, kind of questioned it. I know for sure Jake was questioning Caleb Williams, what potential he had, that he could be a good starter, but he kind of showed a little bit that he looked pretty comfortable out there, Omar. I mean, to be honest, he didn't look skittish at all. He looked fairly comfortable for a rookie quarterback. I think that was pretty impressive. No matter, because there's a lot of pressure on him, being drafted number one. And so
I think you may be a little off. I think that was Jake, because I never questioned Caleb Williams. I actually think the Bears are probably going to be a playoff team because I think that their offense is really good. So
we'll have to go check the tape. But anyway, so Jake, go ahead. Go ahead.
Caleb Williams had a screen pass for 60 yards. He was 4 for 7 for 95 yards. We're running around like he did everything great. What are we talking about?
Jake, it's still preseason, man.
It's preseason. The stats don't have
Jake,
the way he looked out there.
I don't know.
It's about how you look.
That same energy with Bo Nix. If Bo Nix is your starter.
Bo Nix went 15 for 21. He had 125 yards passing. He had 1 touchdown. Not only that, let me add this in. Every time he had the ball, he got a field goal or a touchdown. This man is him. I'm calling it now. It's about to be scary season in Denver, Colorado. I'm so ready.
Who you got week 1? Who do you got week 1?
We got Seattle. Dub. Let me tell you something.
Are you winning the AFC West?
Hold on, let me get there, Flo. By the way, Flo, unlike y'all, we have to go against the defending champions. I know y'all get to go play piddle paddle. We now know that Trey Lance is a
no. Hey, wait,
he's barely starting the league.
Come on.
The Dallas Cowboys got a tough schedule.
So wait a minute, Jake. Yeah, they do. But here, let's let Jake go. So who was more impressive to you? Because we all agree Caleb was. But are you saying
Bo Nix looked the most impressive?
Out of all the rookie
throws,
okay.
He stepped up. He made sure. Guys, I think too many of y'all were watching the Olympics this past weekend. You should have saw the future quarterback of the league right now. This is what happened.
Hey,
I would
you know who
not be surprised.
I wanted to hype up somebody else, Jake, on your own team, though. How about this? How about not Bo Nix? How about Zach Wilson, baby? Traded to come in and take the number 1 spot. Forget Bo Nix.
Bo Nix already got the first. He gets first reps next week.
I know.
We now know Jarrett Stidham's done for. He threw a pick in the first quarter, so he's gone.
Stidham looked good, baby. 4 for 7 for 37 yards.
Yeah. He looked pretty good.
So Jake, here, are you sure you want Bo Nix? Why not let Jarrett Stidham start and let kind of Bo Nix come
Absolutely
in
not.
and
Absolutely
not.
Flo, there's one thing
because what if Bo Nix? This is preseason, Jake. This is all preseason.
Flo, one thing
You're
you
reading
can't
too
hide
much
from these
into
players, Flo, is realness. They saw
Okay.
that player go out there, and they knew he was already better than the other two
preseason,
quarterbacks
Jake.
on the depth chart.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now.
All right.
He's stepping in throws. He's doing what he does.
No, okay, so
quarterbacks.
Okay, Jake. So here we go. So you're all into the Bo Nix fix thing.
Bono's best.
Are you going to tell me right now that he's going to have a better season than C.J. Stroud had last year as a rookie?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, because he's not in the same division.
No, sir.
Don't do that, Flo.
It doesn't matter. They both AFC.
I'm talking about stats. I'm not talking about record-wise. I'm talking about
Colts.
having the same type of year that C.J. Stroud had. The same type of year where he performs. He goes above what he's, and he maybe even makes the playoffs. You think that
I can
Bo
say
Nix can
this:
have that
we are last year's Houston Texans. This Broncos team is.
What?
So we will overachieve. Go look it up. We're supposed to only win 5 games this year.
No. I tell you what.
I told you we're doubling that.
I tell you what. Hold on, Flo.
Okay.
No, we're doubling that.
I'm gonna settle this.
Hold on. Let me get to this point though.
No, I'm about to settle this.
Preseason game is already hurt.
No, we're not gonna look at. Let's not go through
Okay,
this.
okay,
Let's not
Jake,
go through this. We're gonna go in and do this next week, man. We're gonna.
All right, we'll wait
I know,
next week.
I know, hold on.
Go there with
All right.
Jake.
Hold on. Let me say this because I'm
We're
about to
gonna
go
talk about
bring up all these rookie QBs. JJ McCarthy threw a pick. Already got hurt. Best availability is what? You got to be there, right?
Best
He ain't even
ability is availability, not best availability.
Is he there? He's gone. We'll see you
gone.
later.
We don't know. We don't know yet.
McCarthy, bust out the window. Whoosh. See you later. Wind is
What about
blown.
Caleb?
Next one. Caleb Williams. I have to see more from you, buddy. You can't throw a screen pass and make me wow. You have to do more than that.
I want to see more from him, but not Bo Nix.
Bo Nix has already done what he had to do right now. He is the starter for good. I know that for a fact.
You're saying Caleb may not be the starter?
I'm saying Caleb will be the starter, but hold on.
Then why do you?
Transparent. I heard Omar just scream and say he's the best quarterback in this draft. I don't believe that.
He is by far. I mean, that's not even
By far.
Not even.
I think he'll be competing with Bo Nix for the best quarterback in this draft. I'm telling
Tony.
you right now. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Drake May, he underachieved.
What's
His
up,
backup
Tony?
to him looked better than him. What was his? Joe Milborn? What's his name? He looked better than him. Sorry, Drake May, you're gone. Whoosh out the window. Thirdly, Jaden Daniels looked okay. Here's the only thing that's going to hurt Jaden Daniels.
I think Jaden Daniels is going to be better than Bo
head
Nix.
coach. And Daniels.
He is. Jay Daniels gonna be better than Bo Nix for sure.
No, stop that. Stop
Yeah,
until he
stats.
gets an offensive head coach. He won't do nothing.
He's got an offensive coordinator that knows how to.
He got
do
Cliff
offense.
Kingsbury. He got Kingsbury. What are you talking about, Jay?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about that.
You got an offensive mind in Kingsbury. You got a defensive mind.
Cliff had Kyler
what's
Murray
his
and didn't do much after a while.
What? That's because Kyler didn't like.
What? No,
He didn't like his coach. Yeah, I mean that was the problem.
No,
He couldn't get along with his coach. But anyway, despite what you might think of Kingsbury, hey, what's up, Tyrus Mitchell? Don't you know him, Kenzie?
I'm just calling a
What's
That's
up,
all
bro?
I'm doing.
All right.
Guys, watch
No, I'm
the
just
game.
saying. I'm just saying.
Bo Nix is looking like that.
Okay.
He's already shown.
Okay. So like, man, Flo, I don't want to go.
We're gonna talk about
too deep into the NFL season yet.
Yeah, we're not going too deep in the NFL. Next week we're gonna start. Are we doing? Hey, so let's make this choice. Are we doing NFC picks next week or AFC picks? What do you think?
AFC.
AFC next
Let's
week.
go and get AFC out the way.
Hey,
That's
Jake, that's fine with me. Jake, when did you start a new business?
What do you mean?
Look at this
Jake's
bum.
name.
Look at what he put. Founder of
Blasphemous bozos. What you bozo for, man?
This guy is a hater.
His name is Horrible Hot Take. He's the founder.
Horrible Hot Take.
Look at his name. Look at his name, Flo. Look at his name. Look at Jake's name.
Yeah, get out of here.
Horrible.
Damn it.
Who did that? Horrible Take.
Yeah, but look below it.
That
Look
bum
below
right
it.
there. That bum right there.
Founder of Blasphemous Bozos.
Who did that? Did you do that to yourself? Nick?
Omar the sports idiot.
Oh, you changed it?
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that either.
I didn't either. I was trying to edit my own, and then
founder of Blasphemous
Bozos. I want to bring up breaking news also from Ian Rappaport. He brought it up earlier about 30, 45 minutes
hilarious.
ago.
That's hilarious.
I want to bring this up. Brandon Aiyuk and the Steelers and the Niners have a trade in place that will send them there. Here's the issue.
Okay.
Ian Rappaport reported this just before you can look it up.
We believe you.
The Niners have not agreed to it.
Okay.
It's in play already for the Aiyuk to accept it. Aiyuk is fine with the acceptance. He just needs the Niners to agree. At the same time, the Niners are sending one more last chance contract to Brandon Aiyuk. So it's a limbo whether Brandon Aiyuk's going to sign with the Niners or finally the Niners are going to just give it up and say, yes, go ahead and go to the Steelers.
So let's assume he goes to the Steelers. Does this make them a legit
Absolutely not.
Aiyuk?
Did you see Justin Fields play? Because Russell sucks. We know that already.
No, we don't. We don't know that.
Oh, stop. Come on, man.
He was pretty good last year. He had a decent. He was like fifth he was like fourth or fifth overall.
I didn't know. Did Sean Payton go to?
But Sean Payton,
so
didn't give him a chance.
Here's the thing.
Sean Payton didn't give him a chance.
Did Sean Payton go to the Steelers?
I love how quickly he jumped off of Russell Wilson.
I know.
But
when you got Russell Wilson, he was like Super Bowl goals, guys. Super Bowl
goals.
Hey,
Super Bowl goals.
I have to choose
when they got Russell Wilson.
I have to choose my words carefully. I don't want to say anything derogatory. But Jake, you like to ride. You ride. I don't want to say what I want to say, but
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'll say it.
That's how you were, Jake. You was
D-Rider. D-Rider. You a D-Rider.
That's how you were, Jake.
Guys.
As soon as y'all got,
I'm honest. Canteen, I'm honest. Even with
I did keep it VG. I didn't say it.
Absolutely.
I know.
Suck.
Yeah, I ain't saying either.
Hold on, think about this. Russ has not looked good, guys. I'm hearing that in practice. The Steelers won
He's injured. He's injured. How can he look good if he's injured?
Got
a calf injury.
What I've been told, the Steelers love seeing Justin Fields play a lot more. And boy, if you saw Justin Fields,
I don't know.
Boy, good luck.
Well, even after this past week, Jake, they still had Russell Wilson number 1 on the depth chart.
That's fine. They can have. That's a Mike Tomlin thing. That's a Mike Tomlin.
What I'm saying is that
quarterback.
if he was playing that well, they may consider moving him. So I don't know.
Don't worry. There'll be a damn near mutiny in that damn locker room if something happens.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like last year Peyton Manning, he didn't really want Russ, so he didn't really give him a chance. I think
Peyton
Russ
Manning's out the league.
Played well considering the coach didn't want him. So I think he played pretty well. So I think he comes back healthy. Let's see what happens. All right, so let's move on to the Eagles. A report from the Eagles came out that Hurts and Sirianni relationship was fractured last year, strained. I forget the exact quote. That might just a paraphrase, but it was fractured. I think was used. They were asked about it this past week, and both of them kind of avoided the answer. They didn't really say one way or the other. So I don't know. I mean, they kind of collapsed towards the end of the year. You could tell something was going on. Canteen, is this going to end up going into the season? Hurts and Sirianni's relationship being fractured. Is it healed? Is this healed, or is this still something that's going to carry into the next season?
Nah, bro, it's kind of like an open wound that still festers, man. I think the Eagles got a lot of unanswered questions. Sirianni, to be honest, man, I don't even think Sirianni is the answer for the Eagles organization.
Right.
It's hard for me to believe a team that wins like 10 games and goes like they went like I went on a 10-game winning streak or something like that last year.
Right.
And then they end up tanking and losing at the end of the year. I think,
and to be fair, Canteen, they got lucky on a few of those when they won that 10 game.
And that's what I'm saying. The Eagles, to me, weren't a fully put together team, man. And as you've always said, Flo, that most times a quarterback that has a spectacular first year, they go into a sophomore slump, and kind of what happened to Hurts, but Hurts had a lot of injuries, man. And, as I say, what I think is going to happen for the NFC.
They never said he had injuries, though. They never put it out there that he had an injury.
But he was limping. I mean, he wasn't playing the ball that Jalen Hurts plays. So for me, man, I think that the Eagles, they opened up against Green Bay in São Paulo, Brazil, man. It's hard for me to predict what the Eagles are going to do, man. But I don't think that relationship is going to be nurtured or be in a position for them to be ready.
Well, you think that relationship has not completely healed, though?
Nah, man. Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
What do you think, Jake? Or go ahead. Or Omar, what do you think?
No, let Jake go. I'll go after Jake.
Okay, go ahead, Jake.
I'm gonna take this deeper, guys, and this is one of my first big moments that I'm gonna call this before it happens, but I see it. It's a wide horizon. Guys, I think we're looking at the worst division in the NFL this year. I'm not playing. I don't see any of these teams going above 10 wins this year. I think the Eagles squeak it because of the Saquon Barkley. But I don't know what. All in all 4 of these teams are complete garbage. They're going to be horrific to watch this season. And I'm telling you right now, it's not looking good. The Eagles have a franchise quarterback, and I'm hearing that they're even challenging if he will stay their franchise quarterback. That's embarrassing, guys. You just paid that man all that money. This is not head coaching anymore. I know you did that with.
We may have 3 teams make it in that East.
But this ain't the same thing with quarterbacks, buddy. You're going to have to go through some hard times.
So, without talking, you're talking about the whole division now. I was just asking about the Eagles. Is that relationship healed?
I'm bringing up the Eagles. This is what hurts them with Nick Sirianni.
But do you think that relationship is still fractured?
I think it's going to get worse. That's why I said this is going to be a bad division all in all. This is a terrible division. I'm just talking about the Eagles. You have the CeeDee Lamb fiasco going on. I see the Eagles now. Quarterback and coach are fighting each other. The Giants are going to be shit. We all knew that already, and now we know for sure that the Commanders can't do nothing because Dan Quinn's terrible. This is bad, guys. This is terrible. This is not going to be good football to watch this season. I'm warning you.
Talking about the whole division when I asked about the Eagles. Okay, can you stay on subject, Omar? Is this relationship healed? Is it still fractured? Is there still some healing to do? Is this going to carry into the season? They had mentioned that Kellen Moore, who is the new offensive coordinator, that Sirianni is supposedly going to be hands off with the quarterback, which is kind of odd for a head coach and a quarterback. What do you think? Is this still a fractured relationship somewhat?
It's not odd. This has happened so many times in the annals of history. I mean, how many times have we had coaches and QBs butt heads? It happens. Right. They're both running an offense. They both want to run an offense their way. They both have things that they want to do. The coach can have his offense that he's going to instill, but the quarterback is always going to want to have input no matter who they are. So depending on your stature as quarterback, if you're Aaron Rodgers, you can tell, the offensive coordinator, I forgot his name, to do whatever you want them to do.
Sirianni? Kellen Moore?
No. There's Nathaniel Hackett, that idiot.
Yeah, that one. The one that Sean Payton went off on. Yeah, Nathaniel.
Nathaniel Hackett. Yeah.
Whereas if you're, Bo Nix, the non-fix, you don't really have much to say. You don't have much to say in.
Bo Nix gets his kicks.
But every quarterback and every coach butt heads. It happens. It's going to happen. I'm not worried about this. The Eagles are a strong team. They're going to win at least 12 games.
Wow. 12
Stop
games.
that, Omar.
I mean, okay. All right.
Omar,
I don't know.
Hold on. I want to ask Omar this quick question real quick. Omar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because they were already pissed at him for even making the playoffs and losing.
Mm-hmm.
But would you not be surprised, and I'm going to say this, that 3 of the 4 teams in that division could fire their head coach by the end of the season?
Sure.
Think about it.
I agree with that. Because I could see Dallas and Philly and the Giants all firing their coach.
Absolutely.
Even if they make the playoffs, I can still see that.
Schedule and let y'all know this is.
No, that's actually a good prediction. That's actually not a bad prediction. But you know what? That's not to say anything about their record.
Hey,
all 3 teams could make the playoffs.
I've been doing this for years now.
But Jake, the point is that it doesn't matter what their record is, because even if they make the playoffs, they can still be fired. So it wouldn't be for a bad record.
They're gonna look bad.
Yeah, the point for my Cowboys, I mean, they're going to win 10, 11, 12 games.
I mean, Mark McCarthy could win 12 games and get fired next year and have
get fired.
Yeah, because it's all about the playoffs. It's all about the playoffs at this point for the Cowboys. So, speaking of the Cowboys, so there is, and Jake kind of mentioned it. They're still trying to sign CeeDee. There was Jerry Jones had mentioned. Jerry Jones had said, that they didn't miss him, or they weren't in the urgency to sign CeeDee. But then he says he does miss CeeDee, but not because he needs to play, because obviously it's preseason. So there was kind of a belt back and forth, and then also Dak has not been signed. Will we see both of these guys get signed before the season, or one of them? What do you think gets signed? What do you think, Cam? What do you like here?
I told you I gave you my 2 cents, man. To be honest, man, I would move on without Dak Prescott at this point, man. Flo, I mean, what does Dak Prescott got?
But he's going to be on there this year, though. You're saying just let him play out his contract?
Just let him play out his contract, man. But hell, man, we go to the playoffs year after year, 10, 12 games, man. We get to the first round and get beat. I mean,
what do we do next year then, though?
And I told you about Stephen A. Smith and all the stuff I pointed out to you. We got to get beyond that, man. If it's left up to me, man, I would sign CeeDee Lamb. I want to have a perennial powerhouse as a receiver. Keep Micah Parsons. Hell, I would start Cooper Rush. I'd start Cooper Rush.
Okay. All right.
Cooper Rush better than Trey Lance.
Okay, so you're saying sign CeeDee and let Dak play out his contract, and we'll just start over at quarterback, let Cooper Rush play?
I like, as I said, Flo, it's cool to win 10, 11, or 12 games, man, but none of that matters, man. We went up against a 9-8, I think, Green Bay team that was a wild card, number 7 seeded team in the NFC.
They got hot at the end of the season. They were kind of the opposite of the Eagles.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like we beat Detroit. We won out at the end of the year, but then it's like when we got to the playoffs, we got cold, man.
Yeah, I kind of blame the defense. I mean, they let us down. But what do you think, Omar? What do you think, Omar? Do you think, like Canteen says, they move on from Dak, let him, and they sign CeeDee at some point? Is that your feeling? Yeah.
I believe if the Cowboys do not win, if the Cowboys do not make the conference championship, I believe Mike McCarthy will be fired and then Dak Prescott will be let go. I do not think that's the right move. I would sign both Prescott and Lamb. Jerry Jones, you're being a cheap ass.
And hang on to McCarthy?
Hell no. At that point, bring whoever you want. Bring Belichick, whoever. I don't care.
Okay. So you're saying even if they don't make the conference, sign everybody and just change coaches? That's the worst.
I think the only way that McCarthy could even stay on as coach is if he made the conference championship, and that's it. That he would have to make at least that. That's the only way.
And then at least be close, right? He couldn't get blown out in the conference.
No, a blowout, he'd be gone. Gone real quick.
So make it close.
He fish food.
And Dak too.
Saves his job. Okay, you're saying so both.
Yeah, both.
Okay. So you're saying, but at some point they'll sign CeeDee is what you're saying.
But I don't believe that's what they should do. I believe they should sign both of them. I believe Jerry Jones is being a cheap ass. That's what I believe. And I believe that Jerry Jones is also a dumbass.
Because that doesn't make sense because the waiting is costing more
because
money.
He's out here talking but he's also and this will prove that point. He's out here every day talking in the media. Oh, we're not worried about them. It's okay. We're not worried about. This is going to
help you get your free tickets, Omar.
Yeah, well, you do know what? He's spending money every day. He don't sign them. That price is going up. Yes,
it is going up. That's what I'm saying. How's he being cheap?
I'm trying to save him money. I'm trying to save him money.
Why are you trying to save Jerry money?
So he can give me tickets to come back to the game because they're being cheap and won't give me tickets. Even though we spent over $1,000 on end zone tickets and they prevented me from seeing the game, they don't want to give us tickets.
Well, you prevented yourself.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm calling out your cheap organization and I'm calling out you. Pay your damn players because if you don't pay them now, CeeDee Lamb is going to be worth $1 million more in 2 weeks. So you better hurry up.
Okay. So you're saying pay both, but you think Canteen scenarios.
Once the season starts, man, that price is shooting through the roof for both.
And that's the thing I'm trying to get Flo to understand is CeeDee Lamb ain't at training camp, he ain't at none of the prominent things. And here's the thing, I'm gonna say this right here: Jerry Jones is a billionaire. He's only worried about his assets and making money on that side. He don't care about them players, man. He really don't, Flo. He really don't.
No.
Ain't no way in hell we that good of an organization and ain't won no Super Bowl since '95. Make it make sense to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's just not a good general manager. That's his problem. He's a great owner. He's just not a good general manager. He needs to hire somebody for that.
Man, how many times?
He's a great owner because he has money. There's a bunch of money.
No, because he's a great marketer of the team. I mean, and they were fist making money. It's just
here's the thing, man. When you look at a businessman and making money, he don't care about Super Bowls.
As an owner, he's great, but I'm saying as a GM running football operations is not.
So what I'm saying is this right here, Flo. Right. It doesn't matter if he wins a Super Bowl or not. They already have 5.
Well, I mean, if he wins a Super Bowl, he's not going to want to give up that power. That's my point.
And that's the thing. It's been 30 years.
He needs to hit rock bottom. I mean, I don't know. I hear reports of the training camp that there weren't a lot of people out there. The fans are starting to protest a little bit. There wasn't a lot of fans out there.
Here's the thing, man. People are tired of spending their hard-earned money, going to Dallas, going to do what we did. I mean, in our case, we won.
Right.
But people that invest a lot into that organization, and all you get is every year 11-5, 11-6, 12-5.
Well,
now you get
last 3 years have been 12. Last 3 years have been 12 winning seasons.
But it don't mean nothing if you can't get beyond the wild card round or the divisional round, man. And
what do you think, Jake?
The goal.
I know we know that you're a hater. So.
I think it's Cowboys.
You sign Jake?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that man said he backtracks literally a day later and says you are missed. Come on, man. Let me tell you something.
If he's missed, pay him the damn money. Jeez,
yeah,
it is embarrassing. It is.
It's a sad thing. But you know what, Cowboy fans?
I think he's going to see now. I think he's going to see now, like Joe Biden.
And what makes it worse? What makes it worse is, dude. I'm telling you right now, Flo. Ain't nobody in the NFL fear that offense without CeeDee Lamb. There ain't nobody to worry about on that offense.
I don't know. We got a pretty good.
Stop.
Wide receiver.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
We got a pretty good wide receiver group.
Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Some randos. CeeDee Lamb and a bunch of nobodies.
They're not randos. Come on now.
They're definitely randos.
Congratulations. You got old Ezekiel Elliott.
Woo! Yeah! Is back, baby.
Come on, man.
No, these guys are pretty good. Brandon Cooks, Jalen Tolbert are going to be pretty good. Kayvon Turpin is going to be pretty good. Jalen Brooks, he's young.
Okay, so Flo, do we have a top tier?
That doesn't even look good.
These top 4 are going to be really good, productive this year.
Now, one of them.
Do we, as the Dallas Cowboys, have a top tier receiving core right now?
No.
Yes.
No. Come on.
We will. Come on, man. No one said anything. Everybody questioned CeeDee before he came CeeDee.
No,
they let go of Amari Cooper.
Stop.
Yes, everybody was questioning. Can CeeDee be that guy? Everybody was questioning.
Brandon Cooks is past his prime.
Brandon Cooks is good. Jalen Tolbert's coming in his own. Jalen Brooks is really good.
I'll give that. Tolbert is good, man.
You got
Jalen Brooks look good too.
You got CeeDee Lamb and a bunch of blasphemous bozos out there.
You know what's sad? Not one of them hit 1,000 yards.
That's not true.
Nobody else.
With CeeDee, now granted, with CeeDee Lamb, we're twice as good. But what I'm saying is that we can survive with this group.
Twice as good. No,
I think right there, Flo, you don't score over 14 points a game.
Wow.
No, we're going to score more than that.
I might agree with that. Actually,
I don't think so.
Wait a second.
Yeah, so we're going to make the playoffs. I think that we're going to be fine. This is what Jerry does every year.
Oh, we got NFC in 2 weeks.
When you need to sign people, he's going to sign CeeDee. He's probably going to end up signing Dak. We'll see what happens. He does this all the time, and then he overpays. But that's what he does. I'm a Cowboy fan. I've been a Cowboy fan for a long time. He does this. This is what he does. So we can't do anything about it. He owns the team.
He's wasted a lot of money over the years.
Well, I mean, he doesn't care. It's his money. He wants to waste the money. What are you going to do? So, I mean, that's what he does. So
he does have a super yacht, so I guess he doesn't really care about money.
I'm not saying this is what he does. So this is why Cowboy fans are frustrated, because this is what he does every time. He thinks he can negotiate down or whatever. He thinks he can get a discount, hometown discount, and he's not going to let him do it. I agree with Can. I think we should just let him play out his contract and move on from Dak.
Yeah.
Unless he gets us to the Super Bowl. I think Super Bowl or bust for Dak.
Flo, you got to think behind the scenes. Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders and Jerry Jones got something brewing. Shedeur Sanders will be donning a star on his helmet after the draft. I'm telling you right now, bro, it's gonna happen, man.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Canteen?
Y'all must have the first round pick. Y'all must be following on what I said.
Shedeur Sanders will be a Cowboy next year, man.
Yeah, but you can't keep saying that because that means that y'all wasted a lot of picks to trade up, which would be stupid, or y'all only won like 4 games or 5 games. And you don't think that's gonna
go back to that. See right there. Hey.
What does that mean?
Look at him looking at Shedeur, man. He really wants Shedeur. I know he wants
Shedeur.
Do you have the draft pick to trade up? Do you have?
Don't you wish? Hey, Omar, don't you wish your girl would look at you the way Jerry Jones looks at Shedeur?
Jerry Jones know what time it is.
Look at him.
You know what Jerry's going to be looking at? Jerry's going to be looking at the ghost of may he rest in power Al Davis when Shedeur Sanders is a Raider next year.
Oh, you think so? I don't know about that. You hoping he's a Raider?
I'll take him all day.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Either one of them. I don't care.
This is what I think. This is my prediction. I think unless we make the Super Bowl, they're gonna move on from Dak. That's period. And that's and of course McCarthy will be gone too. So we'll see. I don't know how he can finagle Shedeur. He's gonna be a top pick. He's gonna be in the top at least 5.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the top 5.
So I don't know how we're gonna get that pick unless we give away future draft picks. I don't know what he does.
Trade everything. You have to trade.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know how he's gonna do that. So unless he pulls a Eli Manning, says I'm not playing for that team and forces himself out of whatever team drafts him. I mean, I guess that could happen.
Still doesn't mean it's gonna go to Yale, though.
Well, I'm just saying he could say, hey, I'm not gonna play for anybody but Dallas, and then Dallas. I mean, he could do that. He could do that, right? Eli did it. Eli said, I'm not playing there.
Yeah, but Eli didn't choose his team.
Denver even did. Yeah, but he said, I'm not playing for this team. So
he said he wasn't playing for this
team. He wasn't going to play for.
He could do that, but the thing is you're going to pay
he's going to end up with Dallas.
Well, I don't know. Did you see the way he was looking? They were taking pictures.
Hey,
I mean,
if Jerry wants to trade 4 first rounders, 3 second rounders, okay.
If he wants Shedeur Sanders, he'll trade away everything.
And you're going to be so much worse off than you are now with.
We'll see. I mean, not with a rookie quarterback. How so? We have a rookie contract. We're going to have 3 or 4 years.
Because you're trading all your future. You're trading all your
future. Right.
Yeah, but it's a win now. He's going all in.
And that's it. Okay.
He's going all in next year. Going all in.
Hello.
And then when you can't afford Micah, then it's just him and CeeDee. And then
yeah, I guess so. We went all in. That's the way it is.
I mean, I'll be surprised.
I'm good.
Trayvon Diggs doesn't get traded in the next couple of weeks.
I said that. I said they're gonna have to let somebody go.
No, by the trade deadline for sure, though.
Really? Wow.
If y'all aren't good, yeah. Aren't good.
Well, we'll be good.
I think you will too. And that's enough Cowboys. I'm tired of talking about the Cowboys.
All right.
We're not going to talk about anything else.
Anything else you want to talk about? I had another topic. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. Bro. Yeah, we're good, man. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining the Bottom Line Sports. Omar, the sports professor.
By the way, we
horrible take.
Hey, my dad and I still do want to go to the Dallas game that weekend, so we should still plan on that at least.
Okay.
Y'all let me know, man.
Yeah, y'all let them know, man.
Which one?
Well, like I said, the Dallas game. I'm definitely out of Lubbock.
Here's the thing, guys. I've got one of my girls is having a baby in October, the other girl in January. My family's moving back to Lubbock when I go on this deployment. So I got a lot of moving pieces. I don't know if I can probably make the Lubbock one, but I'm not sure about Dallas. Okay. So, but you guys can go. I'm okay with that. But,
by the way, Thursday night.
Who you said moving back to Lubbock, Flo?
My wife and my daughter moving back to Lubbock. Pretty soon. I mean, before I deploy at some point, but I'm just saying, got a lot of moving parts in the family. Another couple grandbabies, grandsons for that matter, coming.
Yeah.
The next couple of more grandsons. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I look too young to have grandsons. I know.
Hey, you do. You look good. Can I have one announcement to make.
Go ahead.
After y'all check me out on IOW with Wildcard March tonight, the Late Night Owl, make sure you check me out with Clubber D, the Combat G, Thursday night for Combat Sports Special MMA edition for UFC 305. Subscribe at Ball and Buds.
Ball and Buds and the Bottom Line Sports.
Hey, I'll be in Dallas November 10th. Y'all be ready.
Oh, but he's gonna go to the Dallas game. You're gonna go.
We got it.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, you got it already?
Man, y'all just let me know if y'all, because like I said, I gotta work that Friday. I can fly out that Saturday, man. I gotta work that Friday.
Well, Jake's going. He's going.
I'll be there that Sunday.
I'm gonna go either way. I told you.
Okay, he's going either way. So let's release. Hey, y'all sign up for the fantasy football, guys.
All right.
You guys go sign up at ESPN. Links in the Facebook group. I'll put it in the chat. I'll send it out in the Facebook group again. I'll put it out, your friends.
No, you gotta change some things before I can join though. There were a couple things that were wrong. Oh yeah, one thing was you gave the home team a 1 point advantage. What kind of crap is this?
What's wrong?
What kind of crap is this? That's not how. No. This is about money. This is a fantasy league about money. You cannot be giving teams any advantage whatsoever. So.
Okay.
And there was one other thing. I can't remember what it was, but I got to go back and look now.
Well, if you can't remember, I'm not changing it. So. Hey, but if I change that, you got to get in.
I will if you. That's one other thing, but I will. You definitely got to change that. Definitely.
Okay, I'll change the advantage for 1 point. Man, you're really like ridiculous looking in there.
I can't believe you would try some crap like that. What do you mean?
I thought that was a good idea.
It's not real. They're not really visiting.
But I'm saying
it's fantasy football.
It means something if you get home field.
It's fantasy. It's make believe. It's not real.
I know it's not real, but I'm just saying, shouldn't the home team get an advantage?
There is no home field advantage. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the point of getting first place in the regular season?
Someone save me from this life. Subscribe.
Oh man! All right. We'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. Appreciate you guys.
The shenanigans are starting
already.
Bottom line sports.
That's right, baby. Come subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys. See you next time. The Bottom Line Sports. Hey, don't leave, Jake. Man, you always lose. All right, appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Appreciate you. See you next time. There's Horrible Take Jake. When he was younger, I didn't have any good older pictures to take. I need to maybe redo this with some nice older pictures where he looks kind of like he looks now. Oh, he's leaving. Jake left after all. Oh well. All right, we'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports.